Hello, everybody, and welcome to Thoth Tuesday. You're going to be with me for a while. We're going to be channeling cards for the collective, and we're going to see where this reading is going to take us. I hope everybody's having fun out there, safe, manifesting, and making your life amazing. Remember, we've got to go to the world like the Garden of Eden. Okay, now I got some new cards. I think everybody's going to love them. I do. I know I do. And I kept getting flip the script. So I don't know what that is just yet. But it kept coming to me. And today is 4/29 of 2025, which is a 24, which goes down to a 6. So you might want to look up your angel number 6 and see what kind of a message that brings to you. You never know. I also heard remember, and I've been saying remember for a long time. There is certain ones of us that came down here to remember. So really anything that flows within your heart and within your body, you are connected to the divine. The divine is within. So when we start listening to, instead of our head, the 3D chain of existence, when we start working on within our heart space and listening to the still small voices of our creator, we will hear more than we ever heard in a church, in a prayer, in a conversation. It is just you and the creator and the mother and the son. Okay, now we are going to start with the Soul Helper Oracle. We always start with her because she gives some really good meanings and it shows you where this reading is kind of going to take us. Now we got a number 42, which is a 6, and today is a 6. So I don't even have to look at that, but I would look up the angel number. It's crossed the bridge of happiness. It leads over the depths of your emotions. Right now, I am seeing a lot of people very emotional, and I'm tired all the time. I hear people saying they're tired all the time. I think we're going to go through this awakening, kind of different, but the same. It's like we're drifting through time right now and just looking at what we've been through and releasing the bad that we have kept in our mind and just going for the flow of the new. And I think that's the best way to put it. Cross the bridge of happiness. It leads over the depths of your emotions. The bridge to happiness is your wisdom. It leads across the depths, the clouds, the water of your emotions. A bridge of happiness provides the chance to acknowledge your emotions and yet at the same time be sufficiently distanced from them, to always remain present and centered in yourself. However, it also allows you enough proximity so that you never stop learning. The bridge of happiness is also a natural path, neither cold nor warm, neither rigid nor fragile, and yet it offers secure footing. Only the wise may cross a bridge of happiness, as those who believe the earthly riches await them on the other side are still far from reaching the bridge, far from attaining maturity and wisdom. On the other side of the bridge is a desire that has been fulfilled, love, security, or divine order. It is here that the wise among us will find silence, find themselves, or find God. You have drawn this card because you have now reached such a bridge. It is time to cross it and reap its rewards. Let go of your illusions, all your constricting thoughts about happiness and prosperity that limit you and hold you back. The way across the bridge is a path of meditation, and every step will be a step of gratitude. You have drawn this card because you are standing at such a bridge. The path you have traveled may have been difficult, and things may not always have been good, but your spiritual companions were there with you. They looked after you and guided you here, but they will now withdraw a little. An arduous path may lie behind you, or times that were not always rosy, but your spiritual companions were there. They have been looking after you and have now guided you here. At this point, they're withdrawing a little. You have often been here before and yet have not acted wisely. So the bridge of happiness has a simple dissolved and vanished into thin air. But now you have this card in your hands. It is an indiction that no one can cross the bridge of happiness alone, since true happiness is a light that always resonates between at least two beings. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animals, the dragon, herbal essence oil is peppermint, healing crystal is clear quartz, and the number is 6. And that's interesting. Pure peppermint come up. And me and my husband were just looking for something that keeps these darn flies out, and it was peppermint. So that was kind of interesting that come up today. And I was thinking about people that were on drugs out there in the streets, and my brother popped into my life, my aunt, we always had people that were doing things like that, and they followed they chased the dragon, and I heard that in my mind earlier today, and then we got the dragon. So it can be all kinds of things. It can be a dragon on TV that just makes you think about things. Everything we see and hear in our daily routine was meant for you to see and hear. And this is part of the new cards that we just got today, and I absolutely love them. There is no book. It's just simple. Do it your way. You were never meant to fit in. You were born to be a wild and free force of nature, here to build new and better worlds. Allow yourself to go and do that. This is an amazing card, and she's going through what I look as a portal, and she's ready. She's like, I'm done with this 3D world, and I'm going to go within and find my creator and live a divine world. Why do we have to live in anything but? We were created like our father and mother. So we need to remember that. And then the next card that we got was time to act. You don't have to know everything in advance. Take the first step and watch it all unfold. You can deal with whatever your path reveals. You are ready. See, this is stuff I've been waiting for. You get those little quinky dinkies in there, and it's like you were meant to hear that. You were meant to think that. Why? Because we're all going through the dark night of the soul. It never ends. But you need to get rid of the past crap, the bad stuff, and go within and look at the good stuff that went past, and then work on your now, today. Because we can't think of the future. We can't think of the past. We are in the now. So that's what you need to worry about. And it is time to act. I agree. We've all been looking and reading and studying and researching and doing all kinds of stuff. But right now, we're going into the beginning. There's still time to adjust or start over. Feel life flowing freely through your being. All your wishes can come true in the creative potential of a new beginning. And that's an amazing card also. The time to act, she's walking up a stairway. She's not looking back. She's not coming back. She's going forward. She's going to act on what she's been feeling. And this one is another kind of, you came through the portal. There's all kinds of beautiful lights and flowers, and you're in the woods with Mother. And you are where you need to be at all times. So we can't think about anything like that, that we aren't here to be here. Our creator puts us in places where we need to be and go. I wouldn't ask any questions about it. The other one my other new deck, and we pulled a 41, a moon goddess. I am in harmonious flow with the moon's energy and all phases of life. And I was just talking to my husband today about the calendar that we are on. We are on the Gregorian calendar, which is not good. And they used to have a 28-day cycle, and that was for the women. There was a lot of things that it messed up. The moon and the stars, the sun was all like a timekeeper. It was their clock. And she's like basically in all the energy. She knows. She's bringing it to the forefront so you know. Okay, those were some great cards so far. It was funny. I was shuffling the cards, and there's some decks that just didn't want to come out. So I just went by it, and if they want to come out, they want to come out. 43 in the Magic Spirit Oracle, Just Let Me Be. Liberation, free spirit, wild, authentic. I am unapologetically being myself. I connect with my wild, raging waters, the one who cannot be caged, the wildflower, the heart that is free. The liberation spirit is no one who has changed or is different now. They just stopped being everything they are not. They stopped being who others wanted them to be, how the world said they should be. The free spirit calls you near. Carefree and unapologetic, they dance barefoot beneath the full moon. Hair flying in the wind, they swim naked in the vast ocean, feeling big and small all at once. It doesn't matter who may be watching. It isn't for others. It's for the revival and invigoration of their own spirit. It is to connect with the great goddess. The free spirit runs barefoot on endless fields of wildflowers and even wildfires, following her bliss, chasing her passion, and listening to her intuition. Over all else, she values the freedom of her soul and the adventure of her life. She drinks straight from the cool, clear waterfall of what spirit has to bring her. Tears of gratitude fill her eyes as she deeply experiences the fulfillment of her existence, appreciating the so muchness of it all. Pulling this card invites you to welcome more of this energy at this time. Pulling, there is an irresistible freedom that comes with connecting to this part of the divine feminine. It is wild, unapologetic, and faithfully surrendering. It is unhinged, unfiltered, erratic, creative bliss, and we need it, or our soul cannot thrive. Our primal self needs to let out a loud yell every now and then. The wild animal within us must be allowed to break free. This is part of the keeping a healthy soul. Do something that will allow you to tap into the free spirit energy. What would make you come alive, feel liberated? It could be an element of expression or a cathedric release, creative, emotional, and physical. It could simply be to care less about the opinions of others and more about the health of your own soul. Do something bold and freeing at this time, something you wouldn't normally allow yourself to do. I've been trying to change up things. I know one of them said use your left hand sometimes because it kind of throws you off and you can get the other ideas from things. So that was kind of interesting. And I have been trying to use my left hand, but it's not as easy as you think when you're right-handed. Okay, now we have the Intuitive Whisper Oracle, and this is a number 10, which goes to a 1. Message from the third eye. Trust the whisper. Your third eye is your intuitive center, the space that connects you to the mystical. The message from your third eye is for you and you alone. When you initiate whispers, it is like an internal supportive friend who is guiding you along the journey of your life. This card is a nudge to listen and trust the whispers. What is it saying? It can feel easy to ignore the whispers as it's not always what we want to expect or hear, but don't trust it. You are a special soul And the sooner you act on this inner whisper, the sooner your full purpose will be revealed to you. If you've been struggling to find purpose lately, look no further. The answer is not going to come from outside of you. It will rise from your knowing, yourself, and the desire of your body. Your purpose is already written. Stop searching outwardly and look inward through the lens of your third eye. How to hear the message. To open your third eye, close your eyes and repeat this 5-part breath. Exhale deeply. Take a sip of air into your belly. Take a sip of air into your chest. Take a sip of air into your third eye between the eyebrows and deep in the mind. Hold your breath for 5 seconds and squeeze your energy upward into the third eye. Release, repeat 5 times. So that's a way to initiate the third eye. Something far beyond your wildest dreams is just around the corner. Be open to receive and embrace the unknown. This also tells you how to activate your crown, which is where your source of creation is, in the top of your head. Sit up straight as you breathe in deeply, imagining you are pulling energy from the base of your spine all the way up to the crown of your head. As you exhale, follow your awareness back down to the base of your spine. Whether every round of breath, your energy begins to build until you can feel an opening at the crown. Visualize a lotus flower opening its 1,000 petals. As the flower opens, a bright white light pours in from above. Ask this question: what do I need to receive that? I would think to ask. Yeah, we have to ask. We go out and ask friends and spouses and family and things. We should be asking our creator what we need to do, because they got messages too, the inner party that we're not listening to. Okay, now we got the Starseed Oracle and Star Bathing Light Body Crystal Grid transmission activated. She's laying there, he, she, and look at the energy just flowing to her. The stars are constantly showering manish onto the crystalline grid of Earth. When things are in balance, the planet also sends information back up to the stars. Many star seeds have come to Earth at this time to help shift the planet vibrationally, to activate the ancient codes of wisdom that humanity has forgotten. And all of that information is stored in the crystalline grid. If you pull this card, you may be being called to being work with the stars and the crystal grid of the Earth. Some people believe that the crystalline grid of the Earth anchors divine cosmic frequencies onto the planet. You may be guided to journey to particular places on Earth to unlock these cosmic codes with your presence. You may also be interested in a practice called star bathing. Download a star bathing meditation at www.starseedoracle.me. This card commonly arises because you're here to connect with the crystalline grid of the Earth, either in your hometown or by travel to other places without quite knowing why. It also can mean that your body, your light body, the energy body, in its highest form is being activated. If this resonates, take things extra slow in order to integrate this change of vibration. Place this card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following: I open myself up to receiving the wisdom of the crystalline grid beneath me. May the stars and the earth inform and heal me. And as they do, may it heal the earth too. That was great. I love that, because that is my mission, basically, to help people go through this and not go crazy. Because we don't know what's coming next. Even the channelers are having a hard time seeing the craziness. Now we have the Human Spirit Oracle wanted to come out. I haven't read this one in a long time, and it's the number 4. What goes around comes around. And he is like merry-go-rounds catching on fire. It's going too fast. Round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. When we go through a lot, it takes a lot to continue, to do good, and to be good. Whether you believe in karma or not, its practice is based on being a good person through spreading positivity and good deeds, both to ourselves and others. Today spread some kindness. Smile at a stranger, compliment a friend, or even just hold the door for someone behind you. Always remember that what goes around comes around. I promise that when you do good, you feel good. Yeah, I do. I feel good too. When you help somebody or do something, you're patting yourself on the back. You should. Ever have someone compliment your shoes, your smile, or even your attitude? Didn't it just brighten your day? You carry an extra bit of confidence in your step, a wider smile. This is a wonderful thing to send out like a boomerang into the world. It always seems to return exactly when you need it most. I like that. It was right. We did need to hear that. Now we are going to go to the oracle reading. That was just trying to prepare us for what we are going through. And I highly advise everybody to do at least 15 minutes a day meditating and calling in the divine and to show you what you are supposed to do. Because we got to remember, I always told my husband, remember Peter Pan. Remember Peter Pan couldn't get into the program and couldn't figure out what they were eating because he didn't have his childish Peter Pan anymore. He was just an adult working with kids that had no daddy because he was working all the time. But he remembered. And then he had fun. And that's what we need to do. Now we got the number 50, the compass. And it is, 5 is change. It is going to show us, tell us what we need to do. As long as you orient your compass to true north, the direction of your higher power, you will never be lost. You're entering uncharted territories right now and can expect wonderful new experiences to stay on the highest path of your destiny. You'll need to keep your compass pointed to true north. Only spirit or a higher power can serve this function. Money, property, prestige, romance, and other material achievements can't help you find your true path. They are simply things you may experience along the journeys. Know that spirit is working in your life. So even if you feel lost temporarily, it will be easy to find your way. Have faith and trust for your compass. With spirit as true north, will ensure that you'll never be lost, even on a starless night when all seems dark. I like that. I think a lot of us are going through dark nights of the soul, and we don't know. People don't know. They just see you kind of upset and just sit in thought, and they don't know. They don't know what you're going through. But you all know what you're going through. The Queen of Swords came with the compass. Honest, independent, principled, fair, constructive, criticism, objective, and perception. The Queen of Swords represents strength, intellectual power, and high perceivably. The asker may be experiencing fear about stepping in their full power. This could include struggles with self boundaries and expressing their voice. Your sharp mind and sense of justice helped you to achieve a good position. You are much more interested in career and ambition than simple human emotions. That's kind of interesting that that come out with the compass, because it's telling you, even though if you're on a journey, even if you're far away, you're still learning something. The compass will always guide you to what you need in the true north, is what it's saying. Okay, we got number 38. Heal the ouch. This is a time for great soothing of the heart, body, soul, and mind. As this card indicates that healing will be prevalent in your life now. If you feel drawn to study the healing arts, you'll be successful in developing your natural capacity to restore others to wellness. However, the message may be that you're being called to change your behaviors in order to heal the earth. Perhaps you'll switch to a cruelty-free diet, eating less meat, or perhaps you'll pay more attention to how much water or electricity you use. You're asked to be conscious of your footprint on the sacred earth and all of life, and to commit to the healing path. The Heal the Ouch card may also be an indicator of old wounds and broken bond between being mended. Reconciliations are possible now. Let bygones be bygones. Yeah, we hold too much on the ouchie, and we need to heal the ouchie. We need to work the ouchie out that we're thinking of, and we need to fix it in your consciousness, in your mind, and let it go. Release it. It happened. It was an ouchie. You learned, you leveled up, and you're over it. See, that's where we got to get, because we don't want to, if something happens where we're repeating and repeating our bad part of life, we'll never feel the good part that our creator has for us out there. Now, with the ouchie, we got the Tower, and the other day we got the Devil, which I don't like. Uh, who does like it, right? And it's a 16, which is a 7. So luckily, none of these came in reverse. So that was a good thing. Disaster, destruction, upheaval, trauma, sudden change, chaos. The old ways are no longer useful, and you must find another set of beliefs, values, and process to take their place. The meaning of these changes foreshadowed by this card will entail the comprehension of the truth, which will enable you to free yourself from false construction in your life and determine your true value. I've been saying for 2 days that something is not right. Something is going to happen, and it's going to be really big. I don't know what it is yet, but we are going to go through a Tower moment. Not every day can be blissful and joyful. There is some things that you will get Tower moments. You'll get the ouchies, and you'll have to heal it. You'll have to heal from within. But we got a lot of help within. Okay. We got one more set of cards. We got the 23, which is a 5, and 5 is change. Golden Palace. I knew that was going to come up. I knew something like it was going to come up. There is always enough. The Golden Palace card represents good fortune, ambitions, fulfillment, wealth, and prosperity. It may also indicate emotional fulfillment, as perhaps you're entering a time of happiness that's long overdue. The message here is that self-worth isn't measured by what you have, no matter how abundant your life is. Instead, it comes from what you are, how authenticity you're living your life, and how much love you're willing to share. Granted, receiving this card does indicate material gain, and a furthering of tangible rewards, but things come and go. And knowing your true value leads to even greater riches for riches now. Share the wealth. I agree. Too many greedy people in this world, and we do have to share the wealth. And I absolutely uh, love the idea of the Three of Wands coming out for that. He is sitting, looks like at a table, looking out the window with a beautiful creek beside him, sparkling water, momentum, confidence, expansion, growth, lore sight, looking ahead. The meaning of this Three of Wands suggests that everything around you, your plans, is going smoothly because you have taken the time to plan your future and are taking steps to further your plan in action. The Three of Wands can indicate that you are in control and have a strong position, just like the character that overlooks sits calmly and strong in the card. The Three of Wands is one of the main cards that represents foresight and vision. Don't ignore the little whisper within. You'll hear things that you've never heard before. Those are your ancestors, your spirit guides, whatever it may be, and they are watching over you and they are helping you try to feel the connection from the divine and make your decisions during the day like that. Okay, this was a good reading, and I love the new cards I got. And I hope everybody has a beautiful, magical week. Uh, and I love everybody. May every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.